If you accuse me of that, you might have some good reasons to accuse me, but I disagree. So, because I think things are doing pretty good and getting better, and this century, the only one we have together, is ours. So, I go anywhere I can, all over the world, trying to get the lesson. I'm not looking to get beat up. I'm not looking to lose a finger. I'm just looking to learn something or have a pre-existing notion completely destroyed so I can be disabused of my inherent bullshit. And you think you have some. You have no idea how much I possess. So I look for the lesson anywhere I can, and I find it all the time. Here's an example. Several years ago, 1890 something, Ozzy Osbourne's people, and boy does he have them, they contacted me and said, how'd you like to do some shows opening for Ozzy Osbourne? And I said, yes. I said yes so fast I sprained my mouth. And so my bandmates and I, we go down to Florida to this massive soccer arena where they have ritual slaughterings and aquatic games and rock concerts. And we meet Ozzy. He's very nice. He comes bursting into our dressing room, says, I'm Ozzy, man. You turn up the PA as loud as you want, blow it up, and he runs out. And I told my bandmates, I said, you understand that this might be our last show ever, because no one going to this gig wants to see us. They only want to see one guy. I am brutally optimistic, ruggedly optimistic, and I'll tell you why at the end of our brief 30 minutes together. Here's something else. I am in the middle of doing a show that I love very much. It's called 10 Things You Don't Know About. It's a history show, which has me hanging out with historians and professors and experts. I cling with my meager intellect to these intellectual titans as I try and understand more about George Washington, Prohibition, presidential assassinations, and we are deep into the production schedule of this year. My producer knows that I will do anything to get the shot. I live to please. I am canine. I hate to admit this, but it's the truth, I must. I want you to like me. I really love that idea. And so I wish I could say, I don't care, man, but it sucks. I do. And so when my boss says, Henry, do you mind? And I said, whatever you're gonna say, for you, I'll do it. He said, okay, I need you to do some wreck diving this season. You're gonna go down at 115 feet, which is kind of pretty intense for scuba diving. And so we need you to get a scuba permit. Are you ready? And I said, you got it, boss, not knowing what the hell I was getting myself into. I get this massive textbook with 2 days before my first exam. Every third page is an exam. Take this test. And it's all basic common sense. The farther down you go, the air becomes denser as it becomes smaller in volume. If you hold your breath as you ascend, you will explode. So don't do that. That's kind of the jazz water aerobics class. So I drop into the water, see rows of butts. And we only have the swimmer's lane to train in. And if you go over too far, you will headbutt some poor woman who jumps like a foot over the water thinking, well, she's remembering Jaws. And so you can't touch the people doing their fitness. And so up top is beat heavy music and some woman like, move and swing. And underwater, all you can hear is the sound of your own breath roaring in and out of the regulator. So we go from here to here to here. And he's like, okay, you passed the first part. This weekend, you're going to go into the ocean. Fairly terrified. So I go into a very easy part of the ocean. It's a place where they train people because the water's like bath water. As I'm gearing up to go into the water, macho assholes can be found anywhere, even in scuba. There's these guys, they have like 8 extra tanks, knives, dynamite. One guy has an NRA sticker on his tank, like, shoot back! And my instructor's a very by-the-book kind of guy. I can't get a smile. Who do I offend over there? Anyway, I'm always trying to get a laugh out of the instructor who's like, by the book, PSI, dive time. And I said, look at the guy with his NRA sticker going into the water. What do you think he's gonna go beat up on? He goes, huh? I said, he's going after dolphins. He goes, why? I said, they have that smirk, that perpetual smirk on their face that says, socialist. And he kind of lightened up a little. So we go splashing around for about 45 minutes, and he goes, okay, next week, big, deep ocean. I saw nothing living in this part of the ocean, some swirling garbage. It's the California coast. And so a week later, I'm on a boat full of diver people. So we're there with our tanks and all of our crap, and people are trying to put their huge bodies into small wetsuits. And so by the time we're all ready to go, we're very uncomfortable, and we look utterly ridiculous. And it maybe we're good at helping each other every now and then, and not trying to stick a fist into every single ecosystem we can. And on this day, I am part of that problem. And so I go diving into the water, into this beautiful world that is nothing like anything I've ever seen, except in a documentary. And all of a sudden, it's all quiet, except for the regulator. And I see can you please, sir, can you please turn these down? Hello, over at the soundboard. They won't talk to me. Anyway, it's just, I'm sorry, I don't know if you can deal with the feedback. I certainly can't. Anyway, all of a sudden, huge fish are coming up to check me out. And you think of fish as these dumb creatures who end up, on your sushi tray. But they're anything but. There's these beautiful, dignified, articulate creatures. There's the sheephead fish.